almost chokes me up. E.T. is one of the greatest films of all time, and it sparked the curiosity and imagination of a generation. The question, are we alone in the universe? Well, next week, dozens of the world's leading UFO experts will gather for the 10th annual Contact in the Desert. It's in the Coachella Valley in Indian Wells. It is dubbed as the largest UFO conference in the world. We are excited to welcome two of the conference's featured speakers, actor and author Dee Wallace. You will, of course, recognize her as the mom from E.T. She's also the author of Born, Giving Birth to a New You. And also, you saw him here, actor Thomas Jane, who starred in Hung and Boogie Nights and Thin Red Line, and the list goes on and on. And you're an author, too, as you just finished writing a book that has to do with this topic.
I did, yeah. It took me about 8 years to write this book, you know.
My.
Well, I've got a day job.
You don't act or anything, do you? Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
To the both of you and all your
Thank
success. You. Let's start with Contact in the Desert next week. What can people expect, and what's your role? What topic are you tackling?
Well, I'm speaking on Saturday about the creation process and the manifestation process, how to direct energy, which is all what Born is about. And I am a clairaudient channel, so I am bringing in information about extraterrestrials and the truth of their goodness.
So in other words, you're a clairvoyant?
Yes, I'm a channel.
Channeler.
You're the channeler, okay. And how long has, I know that you give TED Talks and you're known as a healer.
Yes.
What does that look like?
Well, what it looks like is a lot of brain science. And most of us think that life just happens, that your thoughts just happen, your beliefs and feelings. No, we get to choose those. If we are conscious, and that's the theme of Contact in the Desert, is conscious contact. And so I'm explaining how energy interacts with each other, and when you hold the perception that it's safe and that it's okay, then we will be making more contact than we are.
All right, Thomas, I want you to top that. What are you talking about?
No, along with Dee and the work on consciousness, which is a really important intersection when it comes to studying visiting aliens, we've also got 70 of the world's largest researchers. We've got scientists, we've got academics. Contact in the Desert's known for its sort of grounded approach, all-encompassing. I know that there's a professor that's also going to do a talk on consciousness and that connection. But there's also sort of the grounded, you know, where are we with this topic in terms of, you know, our acceptance of this thing? Because even though, you know, this is a different story now since 2017 and the New York Times and the articles and the Pentagon and all that, and you know the Arrow just came out last month and tried to shut the whole thing down with their statement saying that, well, really there's nothing to see here and we don't have any evidence that these are ET vehicles. That just came out last
the UFO,
month. They're trying to put that toothpaste back in the tube, but this time, you know, they tried that in December of 1968 with the Condon Report. They basically came out with the same statement. And they were able to shut down Project Blue Book. And it wasn't until 2017 that this became a public conversation again. But Arrow's trying to do that again. I think it's a different world. It's not going to happen.
Well, Dee, I want to get the root of your inspiration. I mean, we think of you as the mom in E.T. Is that what spawned this for you?
No. And I can tell you, Mr. Spielberg got it right. I think the power of E.T. was that it opened our minds from all the fear and the bad guys coming after us, and open our minds to maybe this could be a friendly thing. Maybe we could work together, you know. And the power of Contact in the Desert is that these are scientists that are coming forward to talk about the realities of what they've discovered scientifically. So it's not about the drama. Mm-hmm. It's not about the fear. It's not about the what if. It's science coming together going, this is what we know.
We've got Avi Loeb, the Harvard astrophysicist. He's gonna be there. And
we've got Thomas Jane and Dee Wallace,
yes,
and that's right. What matters. And we're so glad that you stopped by to talk about this.
My talk is on Sunday.
It's on Sunday
at 12:30.
Okay, so here's all the information for our viewers at home. This is Contact in the Desert. Again, this is the world's largest UFO conference, May 30th through the 3rd at the Renaissance Resort in Indian Wells. Website, contactinthedesert.com. I want you to check back in, and I want a full report on this when you return.
You bet.
Okay, back to Los Angeles. Dee Wallace and Thomas Jane, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.